Friday. I hope you guys are all well. If you just joined, feel free to drop your message on the right hand side chat if there's anything you want to share with me before class. Otherwise, come to find a comfortable seated position for a moment. There's a playlist there share with you. You can start to play it now. And you can also find the link on the class description if you wish to have some music in the background, or if you want to go with a silent practice, it's totally fine, it's up to you. Unless you have your own playlist, feel free to play your own playlist. For those who don't know me, my name is Elis, and we're gonna go through a waking up flow this morning. Feel free to gather your props if you use for your practice, bricks or boxes or anything you find handy in the house if you don't have proper yoga tools. And we're gonna start taking our child pose. So wherever you are, whether you just joined, whether you're seated, come to find your child pose position, having your big toes together to touch and your knees as wide as your mat. Trying to have your hips over your heels, and perhaps use a support between your head and the ground so you keep your lower back release toward your feet. Don't worry about touching the ground with your head. Just start releasing your hips, extending your arms forward, taking a moment here to arrive into the space, to arrive into your mat. Acknowledging whatever is surrounding you in the house, wherever you are. Acknowledging sound or noises, perfumes or smells, maybe the temperature of the air, feeling the texture of the mat between your legs and the ground. And closing your eyes, start to scan through your body. Notice how you're feeling this morning. How's your mood? How's your energy level? How's your breath today? Take a few seconds just to focus on the physicality of your breath, observing the air moving up through the lungs, your rib cage expanding every time you inhale, and the warm air moving up to the throat, out through the nose every time you exhale. Take 2 long deep breaths here. Breathing in, expanding the back of your rib cage, lifting up to the spine. Breathing out, releasing down your belly toward your thighs. Breathing in, expanding the side of your rib cage, lifting up through the spine. Breathing out, sitting a little bit deeper toward your heels, releasing down your neck. Breathing in, expanding your whole rib cage, lifting up through the lungs. Breathing out, releasing down your belly, melting down to the ground. Take 2 more deep breaths here just to reconnect with your regular breath flow. Stretching through your arms, softening down through your whole body. And extending your arms as far forward as you can go. Try to keep your elbows away from the ground, keeping your hips toward your heels, extending your arms as far as you can go toward the top. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, walk your hands toward your left hand side. Try to notice if you move your hips. Keep your hips glued to your heels, stretching all the right side of the body. Releasing down through the belly, taking 2 deep breaths here. Extending up through your arms for 1. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back to center. And on the exhale, walk your fingers toward your right hand side this time. Keep your hips toward your heels. Keep stretching all the your left side of the body. Softening down your neck. Extending your whole spine here. And taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, walk your hands back toward the center. And pushing the ground away, start to gently lift your hips, keeping your knees below your hips, hands below your shoulders, and find a tabletop position. Pushing the ground away, broadening the space between your shoulder blades, and taking an inhale, shine your heart forward, lift your head, lift your tailbone, and on the exhale, start by releasing your tailbone through the heels, Arch your lower back, arch your middle back, arch your whole body, releasing down your neck, looking between your thighs. Inhale, move like waves. Slowly lift your chest up, lift your head, extend your arms. Exhale, push the ground away, lower your tailbone, arch your spine, release your neck. Inhale, open up, push the ground away, reach up to the sky. Exhale, arch your spine like a handicap, pushing the ground away. And on your next inhale, open up, take 2 deep breaths here. Stay here, holding your, shining your heart forward, lifting your tailbone. Exhale, slowly arch your spine, release your tailbone, release your neck. Stay here for 2. Finding that deep stretch alongside the back of your body for 1. And pushing the ground away, take a deep inhale, tuck your toes. And on the exhale, slide your hips back to the sky. Extend your arms, find your first downward facing dog. Taking any movement you want to take in this first downward facing dog. Focusing on your spine first. If you want to keep a soft bend into your knees, feel free to keep your knees bended. If you want to lift one leg at a time, feel free to freestyle a little bit. No rush. Find that connection with your body. Keep your mind present. Try to relax down your neck, extending your arms. And taking an inhale, roll forward to your high level plank. And on the exhale, release down your knees. Release your hips, your belly and your chest, coming all the way down to the ground. Keeping your hands in line with your chest. Take a deep inhale, shine your heart forward. Find your cobra pose. And on the exhale, fold all the way down to the ground. Inhale, open up, find your cobra again. Push your hips to the ground. Exhale, fold gently down. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release down to the ground. On your next inhale, push the ground away. Reach your chest up. Exhale, seat toward your heels. Find your child pose with your arms extended. Taking 2 deep breaths, feeling that extension through the arms. Feeling that release into your lower back. And taking an inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, find your downward facing dog. Coming into your tippy toes on your next inhale. On the exhale, walk your feet toward your hands, coming at the top of your mat. Having your feet as wide as your hips, keeping a soft bend into your knees. And folding down, catch your elbows, and take few rolls from side to side. You can say no with the head, you can say yes with the head. Just make sure your whole spine is extended. Softening down. And releasing down through your arms. Push your feet firmly to the ground. And start to gently uncurl your spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Be gentle here, be slow. Until you find your mountain pose. Once you reach your mountain pose, grounding through your feet. Take a deep inhale, extending your hip to the sky and catching your left wrist with your right hand. Take an inhale, fold over to your right hand side, pushing your hips to the left. Find a banana shape with your body. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Finding the extension on the left side of the body for 2. 1 more breath here for 1. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Catch your right wrist with your left hand. Exhale, push your hips to the right and fold over to the left. Stretching all the right side of the body, making sure both feet are equally pushing the ground away. Open up your chest on your inhale. Release down your belly on the exhale. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Reach both hands up. And on the exhale, fall down to the ground to your Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. You can always place your hands on your shins. Exhale, ground your hand. Step your right leg back. Step your left leg back. Find your high level plank. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Just to activate our abdominal muscles, activating every single muscle on the legs. Pushing the ground away. Try to broaden the space between your shoulder blades. And try to keep your hips locked. Try to not collapse down here. Taking 1 more breath. And on your next inhale, lean forward gently. Release your knees, release your belly, your chest. Come all the way down to the ground. And reaching your hands in line with your ears. Keep your shoulders, your elbows in line with your shoulders. Opening up your chest, lift all your upper body, and then lift your toes and your thighs. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths on our cactus shape Shalabhasana, opening up our upper body, warming up lower back, glutes and thighs. Taking 1 more breath here, and releasing your hands down to the ground. Slide your hips toward your heels. Come to find your child pose. Softening down your breath for 2. Keep your arms extended here for 1. And taking an inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, tuck your toes. Slowly lift your hips. Find your downward facing dog. Keeping the extension into your arms. And coming into your tippy toes, walk your feet a little bit closer and take a shorter dog. Bring your heels together to touch and your feet wide to the side. Pushing your left hand firmly to the ground. Slide your right hand outside your left heel. Looking below your left armpit. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Stretching your left leg. Opening up to the right side of the body for 2. We're going to take 1 more deep breath here for 1. And on your next inhale, place your right hand to the ground. Exhale, place your left hand outside your right heel, looking below your right armpit. 3 deep breaths here, grounding through your heels, extending through your legs for 2. Keep opening up all the right side of the body for 1. And softly place your left hand and coming into your tippy toes to prepare. Walk your feet toward the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale, forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale, raise your hands all the way up to the sky. And on the exhale, come to standing. Inhale, reach your hands up, open up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold to your Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen up your spine, looking forward. Exhale, ground your hands, step your left leg back, and release your left knee down to the ground. Find a low lunge, placing your hands on your right knee. Find a deep opening into your left hip. Lifting up your chest, keep pushing your left hip forward. Keep opening up through the spine. We're gonna take 1 more breath. And taking an inhale, reach your hands up. Catch your left wrist with your right hand. And folding over your right hand side, look below your left armpit. You're gonna feel a deep stretch alongside the left side of the body for 2. Keep opening up your chest, finding space. Each breath you take for 1. And slowly come back to center. Place your left hand below your left shoulder and reach your right hand up to the side, finding an easy twist, waking up your spine, waking up every single muscle of the body. Every time you inhale, you reach up. Every time you exhale, you twist deeper. 1 more breath here and gently place your right hand down to the ground. Extend your right leg and sit over your left heel. Perhaps some of you may want to use something between your right glute and the ground. Otherwise, you can stay higher, placing your fingertips on the ground. And taking an inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, lift your chest up, look up. Exhale, fold over to the right. 1 more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, gently release down. From here, bend your right knee. Frame your right foot, lift your left knee, and step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, come into your tippy toes. Exhale, place your left foot between your hands. Release your right knee down to the ground, having your hands on your left knee. Find an opening into your right hip this time, opening up through your chest. And taking an inhale, lift your hands up, catch your right wrist with your left hand. On the exhale, fold over to the left, looking below your right armpit. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths here. Keep lifting up through the spine. Keep extending all the right side of the body for 2. Breathing in, finding space. Breathing out to release. And slowly come back to center. Place your right hand below your right shoulder. And lift your left hand up to the ceiling for 3. Keep pushing your right hand to the ground while you reach your left fingertips up for 2. We're gonna take 1 more deep breath here for 1. Inhale. Inhale, place your left hand to the ground. Exhale, slide your hips toward your right heel, flexing your left foot. Keep coming into your fingertips. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, fall down. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fall down. One more. Inhale to open. Exhale to fold. On your next inhale, bend your left knee. Place your hands and lifting up your right knee. This time, step at the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. From here, bend your knees, extend your arms. Come to find a chair pose. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths here. Squeezing your thighs together. Try to sit as far as you can go with your hips. 4, 2. Notice if you're collapsing into your lumbar, keeping your belly away from your thighs. 4, 1. And taking an inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale, ground your hands, step your left leg back. Release your left knee down to the ground. Go back to your lunge. If you need to double fold your mat for your left knee, you can always do so. Otherwise, reach your hands up to the sky this time. And taking an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, twist over to the right. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths here. Every time you inhale, you want to lift your spine higher. Every time you exhale, you twist over to the back. Inhale, lift up to the spine. Exhale, twist deeper. One more deep breath here. And softly from here, release your right hand toward your left leg and reach your left hand up. Don't worry about reaching your left calf with your right hand. Doesn't matter. Just find a deep opening on the left side. Breathing in 4, 3, lifting up to the chest. Breathing in 4, 2, again, find space, releasing on the exhale. One more deep breath in 4, 3. Exhale out for 3. On your next inhale, wimble your hands to the front, frame your right foot, and sitting over your left heel, once again, extend your right leg. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. This time, find your fold, stay here for 3. Tailbone through your heel, extending your spine, 4, 2. Again, try to find space into your body, find space into your breath, 4, 1. Inhale, bend your right knee, exhale, frame your right foot, lift your left knee, step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, come into your tippy toes, exhale, step your left foot forward, release your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, lift your hands up to the sky. And on the exhale, twist over to the left, looking over your left middle finger this time. Every time you inhale, you lift through the spine. Every time you exhale, you sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Find space here. Inhale to lift, exhale to release. One more. Inhale, lift up, exhale, release. On your next inhale, reverse your twist. Reach your right leg with your left hand. Extend your right arm over the ceiling, opening up for 3. Keeping the activation of your right glute will help you to go deeper into the pose. 4, 2. Keep breathing with control. 4, 1. On your next inhale, wimble your hands to the front, frame your left foot, and sitting over your right heel, come to find a gentle fold. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale, fall deeper to your left leg. Inhale, find space. Exhale, release deeper. One more. Inhale, go longer. Exhale, go deeper. On your next inhale, bend your left knee. Lift your right knee. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale, forward fold to your Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your knees, extend your arms. Come to find your chair pose this time. And placing your hands in prayer position, lift your chest up on your inhale. Exhale, left elbow goes outside your right thigh. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths here. Try to keep your knees level. Try to keep your hips level for 2. Try to look over your right shoulder while you twist from your rib cage, not only from your head. 4, 1. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, place your right elbow outside your left thigh. Again, try to keep your hips level. Notice if you tend to collapse into your right leg. Keep grounding through your left foot. One more breath. And on your next inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, forward fold to your Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale, ground your hand. Step your left leg back. And this time, ground your left heel, keeping your right knee bended. Inhale, lift your hands up. And on the exhale, stay here into your warrior one. So holding your warrior one, bring your elbows and hands together to touch in front of you, like this. And taking an inhale, open up your arms, find a cactus shape. Exhale, lower your elbows alongside your rib cage and then meet them to the front. Inhale, open up, lead with your chest. Exhale, lower your elbows and then meet with the hands to the front. One more time, inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, bring them together. On your next inhale, reach your hands up, extend your right leg. And leaning forward on the exhale, place your hands down to the ground. Find your pyramid pose. Find the extension into your right leg while you ground your left leg. Keeping your neck relaxed, keeping your spine long. We're going to take one more breath here. And on your next inhale, lean forward. Bring your weight into your right foot. And on the exhale, lift through your left leg. Find your standing split. You can keep a L-shaped standing split, that's okay. Or you can go longer if you want to go longer. If instead of taking your standing split, you have a waking up inversion you want to take, feel free to go for it. Otherwise, stay with me. Soften down your breath. Find a deep opening into your right leg. We're going to take one more deep breath here. On your next inhale, extend your spine, look forward. And on the exhale, place your left foot at the back of the mat. And wiggling your hands up, you're going to land on your warrior two. Looking over your right middle finger. Every time you inhale, try to lift your spine higher. Every time you exhale, you sink deeper into the pose for 3. Breathing in, finding space. Breathing out to release. Again, breathing in, find that space. Breathing out, sink deeper. One more time. Inhale, find space. Exhale, sink deeper. On your next inhale, wimble your hands to the front. Frame your right foot. Exhale, step back. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank. And on the exhale, bend your elbows to your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, expand, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, come into your tippy toes. And on the exhale, step low to jump your feet outside your hands. Come to find a Melasana squat. Releasing down through your inner thighs, sinking through your hips. And placing your left hand in front of you, take an inhale, lift your right hand up for 3. Breathing in for 2. Extending to the side for 1. Releasing your right hand. Take an inhale, lift your left hand up for 3. Keep the engagement on your outer thighs for 2. One more breath here for 1. Placing your left hand to the ground, extend your legs and place your feet back below your hips. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, ground your hand. Step your right leg back this time and ground your right heel. Keeping your left knee bended, take an inhale, lift your hands up. And on the exhale again, elbows and hands together. Inhale, open up, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your elbows, your hands meet to the front. Inhale, open up, use your shoulder blades. Exhale, the knee to the front. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, the knee to the front. On your next inhale, reach your hands up. And on the exhale, extend your left leg, lean forward and fall down to your pyramid pose. Sending your left hip backward, drag your right hip forward for 2. Keep extending your spine, keep softening down your breath for 1. And on your next inhale, bring your weight into your left foot. Exhale, step your right leg up, find your standing split. Again, you can find a L-shaped standing split and that's okay. You can point your right toes if you have any other thing you want to do, maybe getting on your hands if you have And gently from here, with control, place your right foot at the back of the mat. And taking an inhale, wimble your hands up. Come to find your warrior two. Looking over your left middle finger this time. Breathing in to lengthen, breathing out to release. Breathing in to lengthen, breathing out, find space. Inhale, you get longer. Exhale, get stronger, sinking. On your next inhale, wimble your hands to the front. Frame your left foot. Exhale, step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank. And on the exhale, release your knees, your belly, and your chest. Come all the way down to the ground this time. Interlacing your fingers behind you. Take an inhale, open up your chest. And on the exhale, point your toes, lift your thighs. Find your Shalabhasana 4-3. Keep lifting up through your spine, 4-2. We're gonna take one more breath here, 4-1. And softly release everything down to the ground. Go back to your cobra. And extending your arms alongside your ears. Bring your fingertips together to touch like this. And reaching up forward, take an inhale to prepare. And on the exhale again, lift your upper body, lift your thighs, point your toes. Go long with your spine, 4-3. Breathing in to find space, 4-2. We're gonna take one more deep breath here, 4-1. And softly release everything down to the ground, well done. Place your hands in line with your chest. Take an inhale up to open. Exhale, sit over your heels, find your child pose. Keeping your arms extended, keeping your neck relaxed. And pushing the ground away, take an inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, extend your legs, find your downward facing dog. Coming into your tippy toes to prepare. On the exhale, step or flow to a seated position. Bringing the soles of your feet together to touch. Come to find a butterfly shape. Releasing down your inner thighs. Release any tension here. And catching your feet, take an inhale, lift your chest up. Go along with the front of your body. Exhale, lean forward and fall down toward your feet. If you have a support, you can always place a brick or something between your head and the ground. That's very nice to release the lower back. Otherwise, stay with me here. Inhale to find space. Exhale, sinking deeper into the pose. Inhale, feeling your body. Exhale, releasing down. One more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fall deeper. Gently from here on your next inhale, start to curl your spine. Come all the way back up to seated. And placing your feet flat on the ground, making sure they are hips wide apart. Extend your arms and come to gently lower down to the ground. Find an activation of your core here. So you slowly release down to the ground, keeping that connection until you're all the way down to the ground. And extending your hands out over your head alongside your ears, palms of the hands facing the ceilings, feet pushing the ground away. Take an inhale to prepare, and on the exhale, send your tailbone toward your heels and gently lift your hips up, finding your bridge pose. We're gonna take just 3 breaths here, activating your glutes so you open up your hips, opening up your upper body. 4-2, keeping your shoulders on the ground, keep pushing your heels to the ground. 4-1, and softly release your spine all the way down. Wimble your legs from side to side, releasing your lower back, and placing your right foot on top of your left knee, your right knee on top of your left knee. You can keep your arms here, or you can find that cactus shape one more time. Sliding your hips to the right, fold your knees over to the left, looking over your right shoulder, taking a gentle twist for 3. Again, try to find space every time you inhale, releasing down your belly every time you exhale. 4-2. We're gonna take one more deep breath here. One more deep breath out. Slowly bring your legs back to center, release the interlace. Place your left knee on top of your right knee and pushing your hips to the left. This time fold over to the right. Looking over the opposite shoulder, making sure both shoulders are flat on the ground for 3. Breathing in, expanding your chest, releasing down your spine for 2. We're gonna take one more deep breath in, one more smooth breath out. Slowly from here, bring your knees back to center. Hug your knees toward your chest and catching the outside of your feet, or maybe the inside, doesn't matter. Start to release one knee at a time alongside your rib cage. Be gentle with your lower back, be gentle with your spine. Rolling from side to side and bringing your feet together to touch. Find that butterfly shape once again and pushing your knees forward. Release your feet down to the ground. You can use a support for your legs, or you can just release down into wherever opening you feel into your hips. And placing one hand over your belly, one hand over your chest. Close your eyes. And take a deep, long breath. Breathing in, feeling your body. Breathing out, letting everything go. Breathing in, expand the side of your ribcage. Lift your chest. Breathing out through the mouth, let everything go. One more time. Breathing in from the back of your ribcage. Lift up. Breathing out, open up your mouth and let everything go. And if you want to stay here just for a few minutes, maybe extending your arms alongside your head, catching your elbows, you can stay here on your hand pose, or you can just release your arms, release your legs completely, and letting everything go. Come to find your Shavasana, relaxing down completely. If you want to get in touch with me or share anything with me at any point, feel free to get in touch. I shared my contacts there, so you can contact me through Instagram or through Rumour Yoga. If there's anything, any question you want to ask, feel free to ask me now, or you can always message me. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for sharing the practice with me. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Katie, and thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Delkis. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you so much for joining class. Thank you, Tanya, and oh God, girls, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's a nice background when it's sunny. It's not always sunny, but it helps being at home and spending time here. At least there's a nice space. But thank you so much for coming. That's in Italy. It's in Sicily. If everything's better, I'm gonna plan a retreat or something here, so everyone is welcome. But yeah, it's a nice way to motivate staying at home actually, so it's okay. Thank you. Tomorrow, you're welcome. Everyone is welcome. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend. I hope it's sunny there in London or wherever you are. Oh God, we all need a holiday. We do.